In this video, I am going to show you all the steps to writing your essay body paragraphs that not only supports your main argument, but also captivates your reader, which in most cases is your professor marking the essay. This approach is designed to ensure you an A+ for your essay. As a bonus, I will give you the one thing that will keep your professor or readers engaged throughout your essay. Stay till the end so that you do not miss out on this bonus. My name is Lerato Kanomsa of All Things Academia, where we explore and explain all things in the academic world. If you are a student, a tutor, a lecturer, a researcher, or in any way part of academia, then you are in the right place. The first thing you need to do when writing your body paragraph is to understand your essay structure. This is a plan in which your entire essay depends upon, and it is referred to as the outline. If you have watched the previous videos on how to write the other components of an essay, then you would know that the outline is the first part of the planning stage. Here, we call it the skeleton of the essay. This outline or the skeleton is dependent on what the thesis statement is, which is the heart of your essay. So the outline or the skeleton is basically taking the thesis statement and breaking it down into three main points. For longer essay, the thesis statement might be broken down into more than three. But for the sake of this example, we are going to take a simple thesis statement and break it down into three main points, which will be our three main sections or paragraphs. The thesis statement we are going to use is what we have already developed in the previous videos, linked in the description down below, in case you have missed those. The essay is about the impact of social media on teenagers' mental health. And our thesis statement is that the use of social media significantly impacts the mental health of teenagers, leading to increased rates of anxieties and depression, a concern that calls for urgent attention and action. We have already broken down this thesis statement in the previous videos, but just to recap on how we broke it down. The essay will first assess the positive effect, such as enhanced self-expression and community engagement. Following this, the focus will shift to negative impacts, including social media anxiety, cyberbullying, and the impact of unrealistic standards on mental health. Finally, the essay will discuss strategies for balancing the benefits and risks of social media use. Now that we have the three main sections or paragraphs, we can get writing. The reason I'm referring it to paragraphs or section is because it depends on the length of your essay. If your essay is short, then you're just going to need 3 paragraphs. But if your essay is longer, then each section will have about 2 to 3 paragraphs, but nothing changes. It is still the same concept. Let's talk about the structure of each paragraph. For each paragraph, you will need to begin with the topic sentence, which is the opening sentence of each paragraph, presenting the main idea. This is followed by the detailed sentence or sentences which provide facts and examples to support the topic sentence that links back to the thesis statement, finishing with the concluding sentence, which reinforces the topic sentence. This concluding sentence is slightly longer than the topic sentence, but it carries the same idea or emphasizes the idea of the topic sentence. Let's do this step by step, starting with the topic sentences. The reason you start your essay with a topic sentence is because your entire essay revolves around your thesis statement. So each paragraph of your essay exists to support the thesis statement. So then, when you get to do this stage, all you have to do is to take the 3 main points of your thesis statement and write them into topic sentences, which are going to start each paragraph. This is to ensure that each paragraph supports the thesis statement or refers back to the thesis statement. Let's take these topics' main points and write them into topic sentences. We can turn the positive effects of social media main point into Social media has many good sides like helping us connect with others and sharing useful information. And the negative impact of social media can also have bad effects such as making people feel stressed or unhappy. The strategies for balancing the benefits and risk of social media points can become to make the best use of social media. We need smart ways to enjoy its good points while avoiding the bad ones. Okay, we now have opening sentences for each paragraph, which captures the main argument of that paragraph. What follows now under each paragraph is the detailed sentences. The main purpose of detailed sentences is to make your main idea stronger and clearer by providing evidence that supports the topic sentence. This evidence includes examples, statistics, quotes, or personal experiences that are related to the topic sentence. This is the stage where you bring the receipts for the claim you have just made. So let's add some detailed sentences under each topic sentence. Under topic sentence 1, for the first detailed sentence, we are going to lead with statistics as evidence. A survey by Pew Research Center found that 70% of social media users feel more connected to their friends' lives thanks to platforms like Facebook and Instagram. The second detailed sentence, we will share a personal experience. Personally, I have discovered numerous educational blogs and videos through social media which have significantly broadened my knowledge on various topics. Under the second topic, let's use an example for the detailed sentence. For example, the phenomenon known as FOMO, fear of missing out, often triggered by seeing others post, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and anxieties. And let's use a quote for detailed sentence number 2. As noted by psychologist Dr. Smith, exclusive social media use can create a cycle of consistent comparisons, dissatisfaction, impacting mental health. And finally, under the third topic sentence, for detailed sentence number 1, we can use an example. Creating a schedule that limits social media use to certain times of the day can help maintain a healthy balance. Let's finish up with stats for detailed sentence number 2. According to a study by the University of Pennsylvania, participants who limited their social media usage to 30 minutes a day reported significant improvement in their well-being. We have now written the supporting arguments for our topic sentences, and we are now going to move on to the most important part of your essay that holds your essay together and makes your argument stronger. But before we get to that part, I would like to take this time and give you the chance to please click on the subscribe button below to ensure that you do not miss any of the content that I am going to upload to this channel that will skyrocket your grades and your academic writing skills. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button below. It is absolutely free and yet it brings great returns. Now that everyone has subscribed, let's move on to the concluding sentences. These are the sentences that you write at the end of each paragraph. Their job is to wrap up what you've been talking about in that paragraph. The main goal of the concluding sentences is to reinstate to the readers the main point which was introduced in the topic sentence. In this step, you basically need to say what you have said in the topic sentence, but say it in a new way. You should sum up your main point and make it clear to your readers why what you've said is important. It's like a closing statement of an argument or a debate. The concluding sentence for paragraph 1 could be: social media, through its ability to connect us with others and provide access to wealth of information, plays a crucial role in enhancing our interactions and broadening our knowledge base. For the concluding sentence for paragraph 2, we can write, therefore, social media offers numerous benefits. It is essential to be aware of the potential downside, such as inducing feelings of inadequacy and negatively affecting our mental health, as highlighted by aspects. And we can conclude paragraph 3 with the following. Conclusively, adopting strategic approaches like time management and mindful usage can significantly mitigate the task associated with social media, leading to healthier and more positive online experiences. Lovers, we have created an entire essay draft. Let's put everything together and see how it reads. The positive effects of social media. Social media has many good sides like helping us connect with others and sharing useful information. A survey by Pew Research Center found that 70% of social media users feel more connected to their friends' lives thanks to platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Personally, I have discovered numerous educational blogs and videos through social media, which have significantly broadened my knowledge on various topics. Social media, through its ability to connect us with others, can provide access to wealth of information and plays a crucial role in enhancing our social interaction and broadening our knowledge base. The negative impact of social media. However, social media can also have bad effects such as making people feel depressed or unhappy. For instance, the phenomena known as FOMO or fear of missing out, often triggered by seeing others post, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and anxieties. As noted by psychologist Dr. Smith, exclusive social media use can create a cycle of consistent comparison and dissatisfaction impacting mental health. Therefore, while social media offers numerous benefits, it is essential to be aware of its potential downsides, such as inducing feelings of inadequacy and negatively affecting our mental health, as highlighted by experts. Strategies for balancing the benefits and risk of social media. To make the best of social media, we need smart ways to enjoy its good points while avoiding the bad ones. Creating a schedule that limits social media use to certain times of the day can help maintain a healthy balance. According to a study by the University of Pennsylvania, participants who limited their social media usage to 30 minutes a day reported significant improvements in well-being. Conclusively, adopting strategic approach like time management and mindful usage can significantly mitigate the risk of social media, leading to a healthier and more positive online experience. A quick note here, lovelies, is that depending on the length of the essay required, you will expand the number of detailed sentences for longer essays. You will need more than 2 detailed sentences. I just used 2 to keep the video shorter and save us some learning data. Please like this video as I'm about to give you the bonus tip that I promised you in the beginning of this video. The bonus tip is the missing ingredient of this A+ essay, apart from the conclusion, which I will cover in a different video. If you read the draft that we have, you can see that we have all the paragraphs well written, but they lack a good flow. The essay moves from one thought to another abruptly. What is missing here is transitional sentences, which gives the essay a good reading flow and keep your readers, and most importantly, your professors who are marking this essay engaged throughout the entire essay. So if you want to learn how to write transitional sentences for each paragraph, then click on the video that is appearing on your screen right now, because that is the video that is going to show you how to conclude one idea while introducing the next idea, weaving together all the paragraphs of your essay. This is where 80% of students lose 5% of their grades by not transitioning from one idea to the other. A 5% that could be what they needed to get an A+. Do not be like those students. Click on this video and I will see you there in a few seconds. I project to you love and grace in a way of 2 Corinthians 13 verse 14.